What's good, y'all? It's Buddha the Enlightened One here with another episode of Personal Perspective. Today is January 11th, 2026. These first 11 days have been pretty smooth. Honestly, I've been writing every night before I go to bed what I'm going to do the next day as far as my goals go, things I need to get done, priorities, stuff like that. But because I didn't get to it yesterday, I was like, I might as well record this video today about understanding that these bodies that we have are leased. We don't own them. We're all simply borrowing these elements from the universe, and one day, as all the elements came together, they will eventually disperse. And with that, I've been thinking about what is the payment that I have for this body, for this vessel? How am I taking care of this vessel? I think one thing about me growing up was my ownership and responsibility of ownership was very questionable. I can admit I didn't fully have a grip on my responsibilities, and understanding that now as an adult is something worth admitting. I remember back in high school, I got a 2000 Chrysler Sebring convertible top. That shit was so smooth. That was my first car. I didn't know anything about cars. I played a lot of Need for Speed Underground too, but didn't know anything about gas or oil changes or anything like that. And then one day my car just wouldn't start and I didn't know why. And after getting it checked out, they were like, bro, when's the last time we got an oil change? I was like, bro, I didn't even know. What is that? Like, I thought you only got that if you needed to. I was 16 at the time, bro. I didn't know any better. That's still no excuse. That analogy also applies to people that don't know how to take care of themselves, whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically. For me, my health was one of my big things too. I was in and out the hospital the last 5 years. I've learned to take better care of myself physically. There's still things emotionally and mentally I'm working on, obviously, but that's all of us. We all have a form of maintenance that we have to do, whether it's in our homes, whether it's in our cars, whether it's in ourselves. And we have to understand we can't keep putting off these things that we need to fix, putting off these things that we know later down the road could be detrimental to the foundation that you have. I think one of the big things is not ignoring those signs that show you, like reading into those warnings, paying attention when you're given a warning from the universe. We need to be more conscious of our actions, of our mind. We need to be more conscious about what we think. We need to be more conscious about how we feel. But we also need to make conscious decisions for our bodies and how we feel and how we think. We can't just doom scroll all day and then be confused why we didn't do anything productive, why we feel like we didn't do anything, because we didn't. One thing too that happens in most people's lives is they know they have a problem in front of them right now, but it's so small that they say, oh, I'll worry about it later, I'll get to it later. And then eventually that crack starts to open up more, and then the price becomes even more expensive to pay for. It's like that Japanese proverb about the train stop. If you realize you're on the wrong train or a wrong path, whether that's in life, in decisions, in your job choice, you need to get off on the next stop, because the further you go, the harder and more costly it will be to get back. We can't negotiate with biology. When it comes to our health, there's no catching up like it's an email. You can't pull an all-nighter at the gym and make up for the months you put off. Just like how you can't become a genius overnight after going to a library. We can't go to a library, open to close, and assume that we're going to learn everything about all the books that are in there. These things aren't that simple. It's not that hard to understand, but it's also not that simple to apply. We have to stack our days to get to that next level. I think one of my favorite analogies is viewing life as having the same blueprint as everyone else. We may not have the same materials, but we all know what we need to build in this life. We all may not have the same materials as the rich and famous or the rich and wealthy. We have the same 24 hours every day, right? So we have the same blueprint to build as the rich and famous or the rich and powerful or whoever you want to be like. You feel me? Every single day we have the opportunity to build one block. We can choose to complain about our neighbor having better supplies than us, or we can just start building. Who knows? Even with the sticks we have, eventually we'll build our way up to some plywood. After we get some plywood, who knows? We might get ourselves some bricks. And once you get some bricks, it's up from there. I think the moral of this video is we all have this one vessel, this one opportunity, the opportunity to build every single day towards creating the life we want to live. I really just want this to be a reminder, like, go. You have no other excuse not to. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. The next hour isn't promised. Be true to your human nature. If you want to be known for being a caring person, be that every single day, every single opportunity. If you want to be known for making music, do that every single day, every opportunity you get. If you want to be known for impacting people, start doing it today. These bodies that we have are temporary. These bodies that we have are not ours. That soul inside us is ours. This soul inside us can create incredible things in this physical realm that we have the opportunity to create in. The universe gave us an opportunity to repay it for putting us together like this. I truly believe life is our repayment to the universe for giving us these elements and allowing us to be this conscious being in this conscious collective. We're all one. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever it is. Don't know why I said Mexican so aggressively, but you remember to love your neighbor, to love yourself a little bit more. Take care of that vessel. Do something that your future self would thank you for. That's all it takes to live a happy life. Yeah, that's really all I got today. I hope you all continue to have an amazing week, an amazing year. Keep doing your thing this month. Halfway there. Don't forget to subscribe or follow down below. Leave a comment with anything that stuck with you or anything that you believe adds to the perspective. And share this with someone that needs to hear this message too. Again, I hope you all have an amazing day and take care.